So today I'm going to go over some of the best personal loans that you can get right now for anything from paying off some type of loan to paying off a card early or anything else that you need this money for. So we're going to go through this list, but one of the biggest things I do want to make note is that I don't have actual rates on these videos because rates can change on a regular basis. So what I've done for you is I do have the links for them in the show notes down below. If you want to click on these companies, they'll take you to their websites and you can check out what their current rates are. But make sure you stick around so we can talk about some of the pros that each of these companies have and which one might fit best for you. So what we're going to do is bring up this page right over here so you can see what we're going to be talking about in real time. First company we're going to be talking about today is called SoFi. SoFi is a pretty large company here, probably one of the biggest on this list, and currently right now for credit scores, they don't actually have a number that you need to have, but you do tend to have a good or excellent credit score. So something to keep in mind when going through and applying. And their loan amounts do range anywhere from $5,000 to $100,000. Again, keep in mind that this is for personal loans. And then right now with loan terms, you are looking at anywhere from 24 months to 84 months, as well as no origination fees, which is really big. Honestly, to be able to go through this process and not have origination fees, that is a really good thing. And of course, there's also going to be no prepayment penalties. This is a big one personally for me because if you're getting a loan out and maybe you need it for a short amount of time and you want to pay extra on it, this company will allow you to do so without any extra fees. So keep that in mind when you're looking at any company, is if that's maybe an obligation that if you pay extra, you're going to get charged extra fees, because that can be the case sometimes. Now, next up on this list is a company called Credible. Now, Credible checks multiple lenders at once, so this is kind of like a broker for you, kind of makes things a little bit simpler. They typically need fair, good, or excellent scores when it comes to your credit. And then loan amounts, because it is doing a brokered kind of thing for you, it is anywhere from $600,000 to $100,000. And loan terms can range anywhere from 12 months to 84 months. Now, also checking your scores won't hurt your credit score, but of course, going through the process of actually getting the loan means that you will have a hard inquiry on your credit score, but just checking to see what the potential rates would be does not affect your actual score. Now, next up on this list is going to be with a company called Upstart. Now, with Upstart, you do need typically a credit score of 620 plus when it comes to going through that process. And then also too, their loan amounts do range anywhere from $1,000 to $50,000. So that could be really great for somebody that doesn't need a lot of money, but still needs a loan. So getting something as low as $1,000 can go a really long way for somebody. And then repayment terms are anywhere from 36 months to 60 months. So you have plenty of time to be able to pay these things back. And then just like the other one we were talking about, checking rates will not hurt your credit score, but if you go through the full process, it will have a hard inquiry on your credit score once you go through and officially apply for the loan. Now, also too, this company does have no prepayment penalties. Like I mentioned, this is a big deal for me if you're needing the loan for less than what the original term process is, because maybe you want to have it for just a short amount of time. Now, next off is going to be with a company called Payoff. Now, they have an origination fee of anywhere from 0 to 5%, so I do always want to make sure that is apparent. And then your credit score does need to be 640 score points or higher. And their loan amounts anywhere from $5,000 to $40,000. So a little bit less than some of the other companies that are out there, but depending on what your needs are, this still might fit the bill for you. And then loan terms are anywhere from 24 months to 60 months. And also, again, checking your rates will not hurt your credit score, which is a really good thing, especially if you're trying to get an idea of maybe who can give you a good rate. And then, of course, just like all the rest of them, there is no prepayment penalty because I'm a big fan of making sure that you can pay these things off a little earlier. And as I mentioned earlier, I will have all of these linked up in the show notes, so you can go ahead and click on them and go directly to these companies' websites to check out their rates and see what can work out best for you. Now, once you go through the process and find the best personal loan for yourself, the next thing you want to do is check to see how much you're paying in student loan interest. If you're paying a lot of student loan interest, check out these 5 student loan refinance companies that allow you to refinance your student loans entirely for free to help lower your interest. So check out this video and I will see you over there.